Yeah, they're very
All
strong.
right, we're live.
So here he was
We're not live, so we're definitely
so it's
on.
pretty much more convenient for us to get it.
All right, we're here. We're live from the Comedy Palace. Live from the Comedy Palace, the podcast that's
But
started here at the Comedy Palace.
like I've been
What do you work?
I just want to make sure that your head isn't over the
Blocking
camera.
No, it's a little bit higher. It should be.
Okay. Although people might like looking at your hair.
That's probably more so than my face. Like, that guy has a strong hairline in the back.
Maybe we could get your hair to go over mine.
Yeah, there we go.
That'd be a good time.
Yeah, we just blend the two. So you're from Flint, Michigan?
I grew up in Flint, Michigan.
Well, let's do the introduction thing first.
Okay.
You're Rand.
Well, I'm just Rand.
Rand.
But Facebook requires me to be Rand. I have
Okay.
to have a last name. So.
So is that Randall for short for Randall, or is that
Yes,
just?
yes.
Okay.
Short for Randall. We didn't have enough money for me to be called Randall, so I'm just Rand.
Right.
I'm the cheap version.
Yeah, your parents paid by the letter.
That's right.
Like,
That's right.
We don't need to call him Randall.
Exactly.
Yeah, Rand will cover it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like your dad just proposed, just call him R.
Yeah.
Let's go with R.
Yeah, exactly.
Take it with,
plan on having kids anyway.
document. So yeah, so Flint, Michigan. This is like during the 80s, 70s, 80s.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're a good breed of people. You're good. Is this about me? I thought this was about the Comedy Palace and shit going on here.
No, I just wanted. I mean, I like to talk about how old people are.
Just old.
Yeah,
I'm not as old as one of your guests from prior, Sean McCaw, but I'm getting close to
you're
it.
getting close to
Yeah.
75. That's cool. So you've been hanging out at the Comedy Palace. I mean, you're kind of a fixture in there, correct? Andrew Dean, want to join the podcast? Just sitting in chat.
There's a microphone and everything. I see.
Yeah,
Is that working?
that's a hot microphone right
Goodness,
there.
I'm so sorry. I'm very sorry to be here.
Andrew Dean's in the house. Everybody.
We have a show today that I'm here for.
Oh,
The man that they built Winston's around.
It doesn't feel good
Yes.
when you don't
How did you get out?
the next day.
I crawled out, and now I'm gonna go back now.
Yeah, you can go back
I'm just gonna go replant myself.
back to the
Before
employment.
they miss you.
Yeah, well, they didn't miss me. I know they didn't.
So we're here tonight at the Comedy Palace, so people can see the stage in the background. We're getting ready for the Game of Jokes. Is it?
Throne of Jokes.
Throne of Jokes.
Yes.
Round of Jokes.
I'm one of the competitors this evening.
The joke is that there's no throne.
No.
You go to sit down and just jokes.
Well, there isn't a restroom in the back.
There's a yeah, that's true. You don't get to keep them.
Yes.
That's where all the jokes in San Diego are written on that toilet.
I used to die actually. Very good place. Because you release,
What would be a bad place tonight?
Probably in my car.
In your car?
Cars. Yeah.
It would stink
Cars are
forever.
all
Oh.
Because you're gonna poop. So
Oh, so you want to be in an outdoor area.
somewhere we can get rid of that.
Some sort of potpourri patch or something.
And so tonight just turned the corner here. We're
I'm
talking
sorry.
about poop.
I'm gone to Brown. Gone to Browntown. I'm sorry. It didn't just get blue. It got brown.
Yeah.
Sorry.
What number did you draw? in tonight's
Number
competition?
2.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
How
Oh, there we
appropriate.
go.
Number
Yeah.
2. Yeah, we can see why you're there.
Yeah, yeah.
People say I'm the shit. I'm sorry.
Oh, they're gonna say some. They're gonna say some more. Then after
No,
you're
that's
set tonight.
It's just they've
I
been
get
doing
it.
it too long, is what they say.
Yeah.
Should have quit by now.
I think they just say, is he still around?
Yeah, is that guy still
I thought he was
alive?
an engineer. Or
He didn't have
something.
a stroke yet?
So you graduated college recently.
I certainly did. I just graduated from aviation mechanics school at Miramar College. So
And as this is a video podcast, you can kind of see how sad that is.
that is extremely sad.
Just a 50-year-old man embarking
I'm
on
gonna
a
be
life journey.
I'm gonna be trying to fix airplanes for another 20 years maybe, and then replaced by robots.
I don't think you need to spend a whole lot of time on that 737 Max. They got that figured out.
No, that's a software patch, I'm sure, and it's so dumb.
I mean,
I'm
somewhat-
missing something.
They also put some pieces,
Are
wrong pieces in
737s
there.
notorious
The Max.
for being bad?
The 737
They
Max
nose down.
crashed
Yeah, they nose down on
twice.
takeoff.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not fun.
Yeah, Neil's been under a rock near
Now, how do
Winston's, I
you
think.
plan? I'm not allowed on planes anymore.
Oh, obviously.
My parents are really forcing me to like.
People in Ethiopia
California, like,
Nobody cares about the right? It was Ethiopian. Yeah, I'm just-
I didn't even know they had planes there.
Yeah, see, but apparently.
Well, they have planes that fly over and drop them food or whatever.
There's
I
more
tried,
than
you
that.
know, when I was in
Shoes, that's right. They're also dropping shoes.
shoes.
Tom drops the shoe on the
That's
But yeah, but she's
Yeah,
actually
there's people in Ethiopia, I don't know what they're complaining about. Free time shoes.
Well, except the ones that hit them in the head. Like, they didn't really like that. They're walking around with a Tom sign on their forehead. I don't look so good anymore.
And they also, they still fit my feet.
Like, what's with it?
Oh, this is ridiculous. I've hurt my head and they don't fit my feet.
I thought Ethiopia was the breadbasket of Africa or something. Isn't that where, like,
I don't think they have bread there.
Wonder, pace.
isn't that where pumpernickel comes from?
I have a set to prepare for, so I'm gonna go pace and
Why is it that
weird, like all comics do. I've been watching people for 21 years and come.
Oh, yeah, right
Gotta go
before.
pace, and then maybe look like you're talking to yourself.
Yeah, and you stare at your notes for a
Wait a
little
minute,
bit.
what do you mean look like?
No,
Because I do talk to myself.
no, I am talking to myself for sure.
Well, there's nothing more confidence inspiring than a comic walking around trying to figure out his
What
set
they're gonna
5 minutes
say.
before he's about to go up.
I can't say it. I don't know what to say.
I tell you, you are really going to blow the doors off this place tonight.
You
As long as you figure out what you're going to say.
Please, hopefully the hinges will be okay. I'll talk to you guys soon.
All right, thank you. That was Andrew Dames, everybody. Andrew Dames is popping in. That's how we do it here. It's live at the Comedy Palace.
Yeah.
People pop in and pop out.
Quite wild.
It's some wild, wild
I
thing.
think we've covered the number 2 topic, and we don't need to go back there again.
Well, I'm sure it's going to come up at some point in the future. There's something about like, in comedy that there's kind of some constants, right? Sex is one of them because that's what's driving the universe. And shit, that's the other one. Sex and shit, those are the two.
And
You
of
can
course, the
kinda go
gas
back to
before
them.
you shit. Because
Yeah, yeah.
farts are all over the place in comedy.
Well, I feel like fart jokes aren't as funny as if you just flat out start farting.
Oh, that's a good one.
Right? Nobody's ever really tried that, but like, try that in the middle of, if you're just bombing, you know, just try farting.
We kind of need to implement an ass microphone in
We
order
need,
to give it that.
well, I think you have to just like put it down near the
Yeah.
end. But you need like a squeaker though. You can't just, you know what I mean? Like,
Oh, the long.
right, you got it. You know, like a real, you know,
Exactly.
yeah, something with intent. You know, something
Yes.
that possibly means something. Not
Yes.
Not just you know, it's one of those. What's the word when people are just overly grotesque in comedy?
Gross.
Yeah, not just a gross spot. You don't want a shark on the stage. That's,
Yeah,
you know, that's
yeah.
not funny.
Yeah, especially if you just started your set.
Yeah.
You know, because you're expected to finish your set regardless.
Well, some people, I wouldn't be. I mean, I wouldn't be mad if they did.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then some people, if I, you know, a couple sentences in it, they were like, you know what, I just am terrible.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm out.
That's mostly about open mics. So that's not. That's you know what I mean. That's,
Yeah.
And I kid mostly. You know what I mean? Like I don't think there's anything wrong with a bad joke at the open mic. That's for sure. You know what I mean?
Well, I make them all the time, and nobody's thrown me off yet. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you found a way to fit right in.
Yeah, exactly.
I think there's something too that I think that sometimes people are like if not, and not this is not a thing on you particularly, but I think in general if you go up there, I've noticed this over time, right? If you go up there and you're really good or like you know kind of good off the top, it's tough to connect with people because most people when they go up it's a struggle, right? Especially at open mics and stuff like that. So like I've noticed that like people that struggle tend to like have an easier time like making friends and stuff like that because there's no like conflict. Like
Yeah,
it's more of a
the competition in
mutually
people's
supportive
brains that
Right.
he's already stepped above me.
group. Right, exactly, yeah, exactly. So that whatever that subliminal stuff. So yeah, and it doesn't, I guess what I'm saying is it's okay. You should, but people should go up there and not do well for a while. Because it's a journey, man. You know what I mean? Like, it's good in year one. Like even if you're kind of good, you get some laughs. You're not gonna be like you're gonna be such a better player. Over the years, that's what I want. Just like be patient. You hear about somebody coming up and they're doing like just give it a year or two before you really check out their shows. And then open mics are business. You know what I mean? Like that's
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just trying to take it all in. You mentioned earlier, before we had our guest, that I'm kind of a mainstay here now. The funny part is I just started this in February.
Yeah.
And I just, I'm in a situation or a place in my life where, I just want to take it all in, see what it's all about. I don't expect to be Jim Gaffigan tomorrow.
No, of course.
But it's fun. It's a lot of fun.
And I think, I'm assuming you started when you were older, right? Because I mean, obviously, like you just mentioned, Jim's like,
Yeah, 29 like I am now.
Yeah. 29 going on 50 rapidly.
Yeah. He's really good with these numbers, folks. I'm going to ask you for a lotto later.
No, but I think there's something to it when you get in older. You just don't have that work perspective on how this is going to play out.
Right.
You know what I mean? You get it. You're in it. It's a long haul. It's a grind. And I think the thing is, I think with older folks, when you get into it, it's like, not that I'm equating, to some extent, right? But like, when you get into it, you're getting into it from the standpoint of like, okay, one, you maybe want to get better at comedy, get something from that, better public speaker, right? Or just kind of get involved in something and be a part of it. You know what I mean? And so, like, I don't know, I think something when they're saying their 20s, right, the dreams come out. They're like, oh, if I do this for 10 years, when I'm in my 30s, I'm going to be a star, or I'm going to get paid. And they don't even know, like, the reality. Like, I've thought about this often, right? Like, let's say, whatever, you become a comic, a road comic. A road comic, what does that pay? You know what I mean? Like,
do I have to give a road head as a road comic, or are those two different things?
Well, it depends on how much you want to get paid. It's a different scale. It's a different scale. But in general, I mean, just saying it's a tough life. Maybe you make $50,000, $60,000 a year, but there's also tons of traveling and whatever else. So it's not necessarily the most important. But I mean, it's fun. Don't get me wrong. Especially if you have a community that you really like and enjoy and hang out with, like getting on the road doing that thing with your friends is like nothing. Right. Well, I mean, it's probably like flow job.
It depends on who's giving it, right?
Yeah, if it's you, oh god.
Yeah, that's very true. I mean, for me, it's really an outlet for me at this point. I've lived a whole bunch of my life, and I've done the business, and I've always been told that, you ought to do stand-up. Oh, you're so funny. And I've always been one of those people. I cannot stand sitting in a meeting and being bored, and I tend to lighten it up. So this gives me an avenue to come out and get people, to laugh and have a good time. If it goes somewhere and I have shows here and there, great. Otherwise, it's just fun to get up and also laugh with other people.
I mean, in a way, right? Even if this is it, right? You're just a Comedy Palace mainstay or whatever. Yeah. I mean, that's not a bad thing. They have some great shows here. I mean, this weekend they had over 100 some people. It was ridiculous, packed. So much fun.
Some good comedians were here, and there's good comedians every weekend. Sometimes it doesn't draw like it should, but
that's the nature of it. There's 4 simultaneous shows going on and advertising, blah blah blah. But, I don't know. I mean, I think about that a lot. Like, because like I was saying, like, I'm okay. I'm 40, right? So I'm okay personally just being involved in comedy at this point. If this is what it amounts to. This is fun. You know what I mean? For me, just hanging out here, doing stuff like this, what we're doing right now, just being around, being a part of this. That's something that wasn't in my life 5 years ago. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, I think about it this way.
Yeah.
So, I'm just enjoying it. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
And you're funny, so we enjoy that.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you.
If you haven't seen Neil sing, come on.
Oh yeah, you should. You should definitely check out Neil sing. I mean, anyway. And Rand. You should check out Rand too.
Yeah, I actually have a show coming up on June 15th
at the Palace.
At the Palace in the Gold Room. Cool. That's a Saturday night, 7 and 9:30, and it is called the Rising Comic Showcase.
And that's your.
I'll be hosting.
Is it your new show?
Yeah, I'm producing it. So, like you said, I'm old, so I need to get this moving if I'm going to do some shit.
Honestly, like, producing a show, whether you stick with doing it or not, it's a great experience. It gives you better perspective on, like, for me, okay, what it did for me like producing shows and stuff is what you realize. Okay, when you grow up as a comic, you're growing up as an individual, and a lot of times you think of it that that's what you're doing. So like I would be in the mentality that if I was on a show with like 5 other people, I was like, I don't give a shit how everybody else does. As long as I had a good set, I'm fine.
Right.
But the reality is, you want to have a good show, right? You know, does that make sense? And
Yes.
I think being a producer allows you to see that. You know what I mean? So like having 5 solid comics on your lineup makes for a great experience. Having 4 okay comics and 1 great one, it's okay, and it's not even doing any favors to that great comic.
Right.
Because if that lineup the whole night through is solid, it's getting the laughs it's supposed to, those people don't tire out, they're having a great time, the headliner comes up, it's home run city.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're geeked, they're ready, and they get the concept. The last person coming up is going to be the funniest one. So if there's kind of a crescendo, right? But if there's like a flat line for 4 comics and then you bring up your headliner, I've seen those shows.
Right.
It's not terrible, but that headliner has to work a lot harder.
And you almost wonder why did anybody go before the headliner?
Right.
Because you might have set the crowd back.
Right. And that happens. I mean, but anyways, but yeah, that's what anyway, so producing it. Congratulations on that.
Yeah.
And I think you're gonna learn. I really do think it helps you understand the bigger purpose or the bigger thing that we're trying to do.
It's not the easiest thing in the world to pull together a group of comedians that, you don't want a whole bunch of comedians that do the same type of jokes.
Right.
You got to figure out how to
switch it
blend
out.
it.
And they also have to complement each other. So that's the other part of it. You can't just have like, a feminist and a conservative on the same kind of, the shows. It puts the audience in 2
That would
weird
be Bill
headspaces.
Maher's show, I think.
Yeah. And not that funny. Well, it's a political show. I mean,
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yep.
But yeah, I think that's a big thing. So yeah, it's cool, man. And then the Palace, man, this really been rocking these weekends. And a lot of times in the summertime, you think the summertime's coming up and it's going to slow down a little bit. And that hasn't, thus far, hasn't happened this year, And it's good having the hot front room shows, the hot back room shows. So
Yep. When it gets hot around here.
oh yeah. Oh, yeah, man. Like last weekend was so hot. Like
Yeah.
it was just like
I enjoyed seating people at that show, and helping clean up between shows. But the best part is you get to hear the comedians, you get to talk to them, you get to hear their experience, ask them questions, and the audience had a really good time. I know Stephen Gabor last week just nailed it right off the bat, even though he had some lady try to heckle him and take over the show. He took that back.
So yeah, to put it in context, like, there was a heckler lady at the show on Saturday.
Saturday, yeah.
I think it did the
First
podcast.
show.
Yeah. I think, well, it might have been. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, there was a heckler lady at the show. And she starts just booing Steven or whatever. And so they kick her out. And she's in the bar area. And she's wasted drunk. And and at one point, so when she sat down next to my sweatshirt. And at one point I looked over, she's got my sweatshirt on her lap.
Was your sweatshirt intoxicated after that?
No, but I went over to go grab it,
Uh-huh.
and she was about to hand it to me, and then just threw it on the floor.
She should do some initiative.
So her politeness kept going outside of the big room.
Man, she was a real piece of
We
work.
invited her back for open mic because she had a lot to say, but we didn't see her come back this week.
Well, I'm sure she forgot about that experience.
So if you're out there, open mics at the Comedy Palace are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at 6 p.m.
That's right.
Come on out and try your hand.
And so in the background right now, you can probably see the contest happening right now. Thomas Perkins. Thomas Perkins is up. He's number 1.
Because she beat
Thomas Perkins.
Taking the bull.
that was too
Yeah,
good.
I can't say I'm familiar with Thomas Perkins' work.
No, we have a lot of contestants who are coming from a long ways for this
It's
contest.
true that there are people coming in. Like there's people from Texas and Arizona here last week.
Yeah,
And a
so
couple LA people. So
I think they know the Comedy Palace knows comedy, and they're coming out to this to get noticed.
I mean, this contest has been going on since when we started in April. I think it was in April. It's the first year of it, and everything takes some time to get some traction. So, but I think, what's good about it is, you can tell from the graphics and stuff, it's a very well organized event. Benji Garcia Reyes is kind of the guy who puts it together, and he's every week.
Yeah,
A little bit
I
better.
don't know why. All
And a
of
little bit
them
more
she
people
started
here.
showing me,
We're working out the
The
process.
day
I
before.
think, come next year, we'll have a hell of a contest. I think this year, come second round, we'll have a hell of a contest. But like next year, you know what I mean? The things will be a little more sorted out. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, and this goes on. The first round goes on through August, right? And then the second round starts in September. I think
That's
they wrap
right,
it up in
September,
November or
October,
something
and
like
then
that.
then the finals come up. And obviously, like the point with any contest, right, is to have your best 8 contestants on that final stage, and which makes for a hell of a show.
Right.
And what also is really great about this contest is that
She doesn't.
there is no judge vote. It's purely, I mean, the judge vote, but it's part of the audience vote.
Right.
It's all just pure. How do people? I mean, and granted, there's a bringer aspect. Whoever brought more people is going to get more traction or whatever. But at the same time, there's a very true element to that. Like every week, there's somebody who doesn't advance that probably, if you looked at the lineup ahead of time, you thought would for sure advance.
Right.
And there's always somebody who, on the other end of that. And that to me, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, first of all, at the end of the day, a comedy contest, even if you win one, I don't know what it costs. You know what I mean?
Well, don't you get an all-expense paid trip somewhere?
Well,
like
I
the
mean,
parking lot to your car?
You get time, you get experience, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. But, like, you win a contest, are you the best comedian? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's subjective. Because it's such a subjective thing. But all that said, I mean, it's still fun. I mean, a lot of people that we've never seen before are now coming to the Palace, performing, and getting a chance to be up there. And I mean, I think it's a good thing. A lot of good stage time available for folks, and it's a good way to connect with the community. The other thing, I don't know what the hell else was happening on a Wednesday. You know what I mean? We had an open mic here.
Open mic was a predecessor. It also gives them an opportunity to prepare if they want to.
Right.
But you're right. Wednesday night, it's hump day, hump night, and yep, coming out to the Palace and seeing comedy is a good thing to do.
Yeah.
And these folks are performing.
Yeah.
So
And every week they got a pretty solid lineup. 8 to 10 folks, and
yeah, I've sat in on the last 2. So there's quite a group of laugh factors there, factories, I guess.
So you vote and stuff. You get
Yeah,
fully
yeah, I
involved.
did. Yeah. Tonight I won't be able to because I'm spending time with the great Neil Stig.
That's way nobody.
I guess I have to vote for you. You
Yeah,
vote for
she's
me.
just like 2 people. If I stand up and
So.
That's far too much.
Yeah, the good thing about this also is, they rotate the host, they rotate who the quote unquote headliner, which is who covers the spot when they're
counting the votes.
counting the votes.
Yeah, I've done it one time, and
Yeah.
it's kind of a tough spot. But
Yeah. It's like pulling taffy, right?
Well, the thing is, you don't know how long you're gonna be on. It could be 15, it could be 20. So that's kind of tough to prepare for or whatever. But I mean, it's fine. You know what I mean? One of the things that's tough about it is people are counting the votes. They don't really paying attention to it.
Yeah.
But it's fine. You know what I mean? It's time. Once it's time, it's time. It's a valuable experience for a lot of people. Man.
Yes.
And that's the main thing in comedy. The only way you're gonna get better is going and putting in the time.
Right.
I mean, obviously writing jokes and all that stuff. But you have a really well written joke. If you don't perform it enough times, it's not going to come out.
Right. Exactly.
So
Repetition, it may get a little boring for you, but when you nail it and
Right.
you get that laugh, there's the reward.
well, the other thing, I mean, you have to be able to, as a performer, I've been in enough situations where sometimes you show up to a show and you think of time and they look around and say, well, nobody else is here, we're going to throw you up first. You got 2 minutes, go do the thing. Right? So now if you're one of those people who's got to think about what you got to say and all this, good luck with that 2 minutes. That 2 minutes is going to be pure panic. But if you've told your jokes a million times, you're familiar and comfortable, you can get up from your sleep and start doing it. And I'm not saying this all the time, but sometimes that's the call. Sometimes I've been sitting around the Palace, right, doing a podcast or something, and you say, oh, blah, 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 didn't show up, or blah, 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 like that, right? And you got to go up and do the set, right? But you got to be ready for those opportunities. And,
Yeah.
So.
That's good to be ready, and it's also good.
So
that
that's
they
my
would call
advice
it.
to all any young comics out there. This is what happens a lot too. I hear young people come in, or I don't say the young, new people come in and they say, "Oh, I did this at the Comedy Palace. I did these 3 to 5 minutes a week ago, and I don't want to do the same thing. Everybody knows what I'm going to say." And I'm like, nobody knows what you're going to say. Nobody paid attention to the effect of knowing your 5 minutes. I mean,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, So if you're newer at it, you tell that joke one time, you get a little bit of reaction. Tell it more often to get that reaction. See if it's consistent. See if that joke even really works.
Yeah. thing is, don't give up on it. But once you need to give up on it, I believe it was Jesse Egan who said this.
Is it 5 times?
Yeah. At that point, just because you wrote it doesn't mean you keep it.
Right.
So, try it 5 times. If you never get the reaction you're expecting, forget about it.
And there's some jokes that are situational. There's certain jokes that will work. Like I have this newer joke that I do now. Like when I say I'm 40, and for the first time in my life, I'm happy to be 40 because I finally look good for my age. And for a man in his 40s, I look decent. Some of you young folks in here, you think, well, you still look gross, but your mom's a fucking shit out. And that's one of those jokes that works well in front of young people. But yesterday I tried it, and it was in front of like these 40-year-olds, and they, you know what I mean? Like it just didn't work at all. They were like, yeah.
They were probably going, I look better than him. What's he talking about?
Yeah.
And my mother's 80.
So yeah, so it was.
You actually brought that up one night when you were doing the open mic. I think it was last Wednesday, wasn't it? Where somebody, you said, well, your mom's 80. She definitely fucked me.
I mean, it sounds like something I would say.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing about comedy too. A lot of people. I mean, I remember one time I was doing a headlining show at Main Tap Tavern in El Cajon. Shout out to Tommy. But I was doing this thing, and like I have a lot of jokes where it's like the things don't add up. The consistency doesn't add up because I'm. And the guy I had a joke about my daughter being 32 years old. She's not. She's 5. But like the guy in the front, he's like doing the math. He's like, that doesn't make sense. You're 40. I'm 32. And I just looked at it. and I'm like, dude, I'm making a joke. Like if you didn't know that I'm just messing around.
Yeah. I was thinking about wearing a T-shirt that says, "Please do not use logic. These are jokes."
Right.
I
mean, I get it. A lot of times people go up and they talk about their life and stuff. So that's the expectation.
Yeah.
But sometimes though, like I don't know. I mean, if you've heard my set, it's pretty easy to tell very quickly that I'm not being serious.
But some people,
some
can't
people
get there.
I don't know. Whatever. It's just people are people. You can't really help that. Anyway. Andrew Dean is up, man. Andrew Dean. Holy shit. He's been around for a long time, man. He was like one of the original people.
Here in San Diego.
Yeah. Like when they started doing Winston how long ago, he was like right out of the beginning.
Oh.
Like 17, 18. I don't know. Longer than I've been around. Interesting.
Definitely longer than I've been around.
Yeah, but he's been around. But I don't know. I guess he kind of hung out at Winston.
Yeah.
You can hear him. He's loud.
Yeah.
You can actually hear him.
You can hear him really good.
Well, compared to the other guy.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
So where are you at coming up soon? Where's your next shows?
What can I say? I did Hobos yesterday. I think I have a show here on the 7th, which is Friday.
Yeah, that's Friday.
So I have that coming
You
up.
might want to check that because today's Wednesday.
No, all this stuff ends up in my calendar. My calendar is the thing shooting this thing right now. So, not my calendar, my phone. So like,
My calendar.
Yeah.
So Friday.
But if any, I mean, all my stuff is on Instagram. So if you go to Neil Singh Comedy, at Neil Singh Comedy, I post on my schedule.
I'm gonna copy yours. I need to create an Instagram.
Oh no, Instagram's where it's at nowadays. Like, that's what people are paying attention to. Because I'll do the same post, take a picture or whatever on Facebook, and I'll get like 12, 13 likes. I put it on Instagram and it's like 30, 40 likes.
Yeah, I got a finger. What does it mean when you get a finger on Facebook?
A middle finger?
Yeah.
Oh, that means,
It's like,
it means the
take it
same
down.
thing. Yeah, it means the same thing that it means everywhere else.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, somebody needs a ride.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'll have to pick them up. They said something about hell, but anyways. So this Friday, Sean White and P-Man are the featured artists in the main room.
Nice.
So P-Man
Is
does
it
a regular
one
show
of
here.
the P-Man? Like,
No,
his
it's a
comedy?
showcase.
Oh, so,
of
okay,
great
so
comics.
he's just booked here.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So those two comedians will be nailing it up after you and sending everybody home in stitches.
Yeah.
So I guess
Well,
it's sewing it
P-Man's
up, not
very
nailing it up. So.
I heard the term the other day. Somebody said I haven't gotten a stitch of pussy in a long time, and I don't know what that measurement is. Like, what does a stitch of pussy look like?
Well, I know a stitch of 9 saves time or some shit, so maybe you gotta get 9 pussy stitches equal to full pussy.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what that
Stitch
is.
of pussy.
A stitch of anything.
Oh, that's a really tight pussy.
Why does it only have one stitch? I would imagine something that only has one stitch. It's pretty loose.
Yeah, yeah. You know, now to think about it, especially when they cut it. For
Yeah, is that a
you know,
staple?
Yeah. That one stitch's not going to be enough for me.
Not a solder.
That reminds me of my brother who told me that his wife split when she had her first baby, and so when the doctor was sewing her up, he says, "Could you make that extra tight?" Thinking he's so considerate, you know.
That's something that the lady wants to do.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, yeah, let's get right back to that. So I think he's fixed now that they've had 3 kids. So, anyways.
And then who else we got coming up this weekend?
Saturday we got Brett Erickson. I think you're a big fan of his,
Oh
right?
yeah, the Brett Erickson.
The Brett Erickson.
Yeah, he was so from what I understand about Brett Erickson, and this is I met him once. He came down to San Diego once, but he's out of Chicago, and he spent a lot of time. And his kids got older, so he was working out of Chicago doing the Midwest kind of circuit, and he was Stanhope's guy. So whenever Stanhope would go to that area, he'd be like, you would make sure that Brett was on, the lineup, that kind of thing. So he was really, so that's kind of how he got some notoriety. And I guess when his kids went to college and stuff, he decided he was going to move out to LA. With his wife. He was in his 50s. He was having some trouble. I mean, from what I've heard, right? Like, not necessarily even trouble, but it's like, it's tougher, man. Like, because when people are searching for the next big thing, they're looking for some guy or some lady in her 20s, the right kind of look, whatever's going to work for the media thing, So yeah, so like some of the older folks is, whatever. They don't necessarily get those out. But anyways, but Brett, however, fantastic comic.
Yeah.
He's very funny, he's very insightful. Yeah.
So go to comedypalace.com and buy your tickets for Friday and Saturday night. There's 4 shows, 7:30
That's actually, I would definitely recommend coming out to both of those shows, but if you can't,
Yeah. You're on Friday, so they should come see you on Friday, right?
I think I'm in the back room or something.
Gold Room?
Yeah.
Gold Room's always fun.
Yeah, the gold room, so the main room here, right, sits about 120. Is that what it is? 120, and then the gold room sits about 60.
Yeah.
Capacity.
Yeah. It's much more intimate setting.
Oh man, if you get 40 people in that back room, it is
a party.
Yeah, because all those laughs and bounce. I have a couple sets actually on YouTube from the gold room. I have some from the front room and the gold room, but the gold rooms tend to pop.
Yeah.
A lot harder, even with less people. So yeah. Hell of a room, man. And here's the thing, man. Just come out to the Palace. Just come out to the Palace, hang out. The tickets are relatively cheap. I think they're looking at $10 to $20 range.
Yeah, $20, but you often can get them online.
Yeah, you can get a discount. I think they have a season pass as well.
Yes, they do.
So you can do that, and and then honestly, like if you just look through the lineup and just look at the comics that are on the lineup, and just hit them up directly and say, hey, do you mind putting me on your guest list? They probably have space.
Yeah. Trick of the trade.
Yeah.
So, is he still up?
It's Alexander Pettit.
Alexander Pettit. I'm not familiar with him.
I saw him maybe a year. I think he went through the class or something. So he's a political guy. He's a little more political than some of them.
Okay.
Liberal.
I think we have the guy from Zimbabwe later on in the show.
Who's that?
I don't know. I just
Shaka
want to make it
Zulu?
more. Yeah, he's Shaka Zulu. Yes, his wife's with him tonight.
Actually, that was-
Gingerbread. She's from the United States.
Gingerbread and Shaka Zulu.
Yeah.
They made a cinnamon bunt cake together.
Oh, where was I? Oh, I was at Cheesecake Factory, by the way. Oh, I have to talk about another place where you can get good food. But they have a Cinnabon cheesecake right now, and it is to die for, I'll tell you that. And then once I was rushed to the hospital because of the sugar attack, I realized, hey, it tasted pretty good, even though I almost died. So.
Was it worth? And so to die for, literally.
Yes. Just to the cusp right there.
Just to the cusp.
Yeah.
And it was worth it.
Yeah, I think so.
Hospital visit and all.
Next-
That's a ringing endorsement for a piece of cheesecake.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyways.
Especially from a factory.
Yeah, well, they just put them out, you know.
Hey, how dare they? In this era of handcrafted goods.
Yeah.
How dare they?
Well,
Just literally put out a factory.
and I think those come from China, so they're probably going to be prices going up here pretty soon with everything. All the Trump regulations. I mean, you're doing a splendid job, by the way. It's just alienating everybody you can, but not to get political.
I mean, it's interesting. Yeah. I mean, here's what I was saying this the other day to a friend of mine. I was like, okay, look, here's the thing. Trump, to me, from the onset, I was like, oh, he's a crook. And he's gonna come in and he's gonna do some crook shit. And it's like literally that's what he's doing. And it's in everybody's face. It's out in the open. And there's just such this weird discord over the media. He's played it exceptionally well.
Yeah.
But for his own benefit. And that's the thing, it's like, okay, I think he's a crook, and somebody like, oh, there's other crooks. There's crooks on the other side. It's like, okay. And he's still a crook. Why do you know what I'm saying, the existence of other crooks, why would you want a crook in that position for your country? It doesn't make sense. But
we're the foolish ones. Because we go make a living, we pay the taxes, and,
I don't know nothing no more. You know what I mean? I think there's a big part of it. What you just kind of hit on is a big part of it. I'm 40. I have a family. That's what I do. That's my life. I have to make sure that they have food on the table and they, you know what I mean? Like,
I think as long as it doesn't affect you personally in the extreme, one way or the other,
right.
I think people just go on living their life going, well, that's what happens.
Right.
A few years it can switch and be different person, same bullshit, right?
Yeah, that's what it comes down to. I mean, I feel like there's always these like kind of red herring things that they put out there, like the gay marriage stuff or like transsexuals in the military, and it's all like this sidestepping conversation that's having you veer away from the very pertinent point of like economics and living wage and you know what I mean, health insurance for people and how many people go bankrupt and you only have 62% employment participation, you know what I mean, things of that nature kind of go by the wayside because we're talking about whether or not whatever.
Well, it's a lot like the Wizard of Oz, right? Don't look behind the curtain.
Right.
We want you to focus on this right now.
Right, it's smoke and mirror. Yeah, exactly.
Ignore that stuff.
There's all these boogeymen out there. I mean, I get it. But it's still silly.
Yeah.
Whatever. I mean, I shouldn't even say it's silly because like the game is so apparent to me. Like as somebody who's been watching this stuff for the last 20-some years, right? At this point, you see what the candidate's going after, you see who their interests are, you see who's funneling money into their pocket, and you get every single angle. You just watch it and you're like, I mean. And I guess in a way, I'm like, I don't hate on them. That's what they signed up to do, right? And that's what it is. And we can sit there and say, well, ideally it shouldn't be like this or whatever. But if you're somebody in there, like, you deal with the situation that's in front of you,
right?
You know what I mean? Or else you end up like Jesse Ventura, which is like from the rhetoric standpoint. A great guy. He's talking about, anti-gravity traveling and what else. And you know what I mean? Like, fundamentally or whatever, ideally great guy. But functionally in a government, what are you getting at? You know what I mean? And that's the thing, like, you have to be realistic about whatever.
Now, you're old enough to know H. Rock Perot, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Now, he would have been a fun president, I tell you. Because he would have talked like this all the time. And nobody would have really understood what the hell he's talking about. They'd have been just like, he's got a funny voice.
I think had he won, we would have found out a long time ago that the title doesn't really matter that much.
No. Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, though, when I was shagging in the White House, that was a good day.
Nobody was offended by that because, they're like, oh, lucky son of a bitch.
Honestly, I think it was just one of those things where it was so silly by the time it made it to the impeachment
How many years
process.
was
And
it?
we're like, what? Like, I remember as a kid, I was like in middle school, high school, something like this. And I was like, and I just remember thinking, I was like, this is so ridiculous. This is so ridiculous that the president has to talk about a blowjob.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, to the effect of like, oh, he could lose the president over a blowjob. And it was like, he's never going to lose the president. Like, I don't know. It's funny to me now to hear Republicans talk about like the Mueller report or whatever, which is like essentially the FBI investigating whether or not a crime was committed. That's their job. That's their function. You just let them do their function. You know what I mean? Like, if they want to investigate something, they probably should. They're the people who do investigations, right? So, there's all this waste of money and stuff because it's not going to pan out. And it's like, but, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. When you balance that against the impeachment of Bill Clinton, you're like, we've been money doesn't mean anything anymore. You guys are just gonna print more of it anyway.
I wish they'd send it to my house. Well, that's the thing, right? It's, you know, everything can be politicized, right? And everybody wants to turn it from one way to the other. You know, the FBI is out to get this, that, and the other. It's like, you know, it's not what's his name, Hoover anymore, right? Where he's taking dirty pictures of people to keep his job, right? We have certain things where they can only be there so long, but
I mean, that's what that investigation. It's just like wait for it to end.
I just want it to just go back to, you know, you run the government, let me run my life. You know?
Yeah, I think a lot of it has to do with social media and people having too much to say. And there's that aspect, and there's a president who's playing into it.
Right.
Like he's military. I mean, in a way, like using social media like a weapon to further his agenda. Maybe not a weapon, but you know what I'm saying? A tool.
Well, I don't know. I think am I allowed to say his mental state might be in question?
This is an uncensored.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about, you know,
That's fine.
people that check shit. No, but honest to God, some of the shit he says and how he reacts, this is not how a normal person reacts.
I said this when he came into the presidency, and I stand by it. I don't think that he was a billionaire coming into the presidency, right? But I guarantee you he's going to leave one.
Yeah. Well, I honestly, and I told my dad this when he won, I says, I bet you he resigns the day after the inauguration because he just wanted to prove he could get the job.
Yeah, I think
know?
at some level there's probably that.
Why didn't he?
Because then he had it.
You did it. You won. Go
Well,
back.
because that full-on fleecing of our, our economy had to happen.
He's not a quitter.
Yeah, he's like, look, if I can't get it the right way, I'll get it anyway.
Exactly. We'll have a lot to talk about over the next 2 years. Should be some comedians having some fun with everything that's going to go on.
It's an interesting state in this nation's history, I would say.
Yeah.
It was funny to me too, because like I think a lot of people, like my wife included, I remember when he was running for president and stuff, it was like, you know, it just can't happen. Like it was, you know, it was just like one unbelievable thing that can't happen. And I remember saying that at the time, saying, no, I don't think you understand what's happening in this country. This not only can it happen, it is very likely to happen. And then I also said at the time, because of the electoral college, you can win a lot of these marginal states. These like Ohio's that went 51-50 Obama weren't gonna go 51-50 Hillary,
Right.
especially if she didn't spend any time in them. So like a lot of that, I mean, this is getting very political and very off whatever, but it's fine. But a lot of that stuff has to do with the fact she didn't show up in Wisconsin, she didn't show up in Michigan, she didn't show up in Ohio. She wasn't fighting that. At one point, her campaign became Donald Trump is an idiot.
Yeah.
And she sat back and
I
let
can't
him
believe I'm
do his
not
thing.
higher in the polls to this idiot. I think she said something like that.
Right.
Like the month before
Right,
the election.
it would just disbelief, and then, so
Yeah.
instead of her, you know, rolling up her sleeves, hitting the ground, you know, and you know, whatever, man, like getting the Axelrod thing to figure out what states you need to be into and switch those margins. I'm just saying that Obama team was way more well prepared than this very arrogant Clinton team.
Well, she had lost a lot of internal help or support because of what she did to Sanders.
Yeah.
You know? So now that we politicize this, it's a good time to come out to the Comedy Palace for some laughs.
No, and honestly, like, yeah, the country will be fine. This stuff doesn't.
Well, it'll be fine because you and I and other people who
Well, we'll keep
don't
bringing
live by
laughs
that.
at the
Yeah.
Comedy Palace.
Yeah.
Yeah, even if this whole world's like just
At least we'll laugh.
like a flaming ball, just come on down to the Comedy Palace and get to see.
That's right.
Bret
The
Hart,
drinks are good. They
Sunday.
make really strong drinks. I hear. I don't drink. I know on the first podcast I thought it was kind of funny because you talked about in comics smoking pot. I don't smoke pot and I don't actually drink. So, you know, I drink
It's not-
occasionally.
it's
So
not a requirement.
maybe I'd be better if I learned one of those.
I wouldn't say so. I definitely, there's definitely a thing to going up sober and being very aware of where you are. I would say inebriated to somewhat affected all the time. But a lot of that has to do with nerves.
Yeah.
But I do know that like recently, since I've been going up sober, especially the shows and stuff, yeah, I'm like 10 times better as a comic. Because you're
Oh, you
aware.
think so?
Yeah, because you're aware of the moment. You're just like
Yeah.
in the moment. You're not just reciting, regurgitating words. You can actually like interact with crowd works and see something, whatever. you're there.
I think my best laughs at an open mic were when I said that I needed somebody to come up with a remedial marijuana class so I could learn how to smoke better than
That's funny.
cigarettes. Because I don't need the munchies. My size is fine the way it is.
You know, those are very over, like, it's a stereotype that's not just necessarily hold true. I see a lot of skinny potheads.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the munchie thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's a natural thing, a natural instinct. I see a lot of like bigger potheads continue to be big, but you know what I mean? But they were big to begin with.
Right.
I'm saying I don't see a lot of skinny people come in and start smoking pot and get big all of a sudden, you know?
No, I can't.
Except in college. But that happens to a lot of folks when they go from big, 18 plus. You know,
Yeah.
I can't get any away because I think I'll start smoking pot.
Okay, that's just a reason to get high. Okay, you're not actually trying to get high.
Well, anyways, I just realized I just look up at the clock. We're at about the 45-minute mark.
Wow.
And my battery is running low. So.
Well, that's one way to decide to end the podcast, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, thanks for inviting me. I had a good time.
Absolutely, man. Social media stuff.
Right now I'm just on Facebook, but I'll be working on Instagram. So if you search Rand, you'll see me out there.
Cool.
But good times and Neil Singh.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. Thanks for doing this. We should do it again sometime. I'll be here in the weekend, so if you wanted to hang out.
Okay, good deal.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. It's been live from the Comedy Palace, Wednesday,
June 5th.
5th. There we go. June 5th. All right. Thank you.
Did you have to buy all this equipment?